Wanted to show you guys a little something. So it was super windy on my live stream yesterday. I mean, there's a huge storm out here. I gotta it is so windy. But that was the restaurant that I was at the other day. It's like I was literally sitting right over there in that corner, and the entire restaurant, like the underneath of it, is like being completely washed away by the storm that's coming in here. It's pretty interesting. So like this tractor thing was actually washed up, and it was it was like stuck. It was really interesting. Like I went for a run this morning, and like I'm the only one crazy enough to run in a storm, like when it's raining, I guess. But I came out here, and it was like this tractor was getting washed away, and like I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. I might see. Maybe if the wind dies down after my stream, we'll go out there and take a look. But close this window. Wanted to go over conspiracy theories because there has been a few different things that kind of come up lately, and I wanted to kind of go over them. So with the market really collapsing as a whole, I think that there's been a lot of interesting theories that have been coming up. We've seen that cryptocurrencies in the past can be manipulated. So there's pump and dump groups. There's it's a very speculative asset, so it's very open to manipulation. And I put a lot of different articles in the description below and some interesting videos, and I kind of wanted to go through some of those. So first, let's just kind of let's just zoom out a little bit and look at conspiracy theories as a whole. And so like the picture that I have on the description here. So this is just, you know, I wouldn't look too much into this, but I thought this was kind of interesting. Like it's basically going by like what conspiracy theory does your state search for the most in the other states. Though I question some of this because each state, so there's completely different ones, but these are some of the kind of general conspiracy theories that may be out there. Some of them have more truth to them than others, like the reptilians. I always think that's funny. A lot of interesting stuff, like I guess when you kind of start looking through just kind of general conspiracy theories, and then like maybe tying that to cryptocurrency. So probably one of the #1 guys that's talking on this topic is the Dollar Vigilante. So I put his description below. I encourage you guys to subscribe to Dollar Vigilante. He's got just a ton of great content on this topic. He did a video here, I guess, what was it called? Like 4 conspiracy theories and why they're wrong. So he actually goes through on the other side, and he basically debunks four theories that are there. So one of them, a popular one, that cryptocurrency was created by the CIA. And part of this is because of what they were doing with the 256 hash algorithm and how they were researching that before the inception of Bitcoin. But he kind of goes through, you know, I think, what is his conclusion here? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I want to kind of get into this, but he's basically kind of debunking that the logic behind an entity like the CIA inventing something that would maybe challenge the power structure, I guess, like from an anarchist point of view. I think maybe he goes over that a little bit more in this one. This is another article that's on the Dollar Vigilante website. So talking about like basically like a pedo coin problem, which I think is, there's different ways of kind of looking at some of these topics, and they challenge a lot of the traditional narratives that are kind of being put out there. And I think one of the things that's really unique about cryptocurrency is that, like I was kind of mentioning in my last stream, there's a lot of individuals. There's a lot of individual free-thinking people that are in cryptocurrency that are giving their honest opinions about certain topics. and they're not necessarily open to being manipulated and being told what to think. A lot of people that are in cryptocurrency are very libertarian, if you're kind of looking at political affiliations, or maybe on the more, if you were to look at it just from more of a, like the divisive politics of Republican versus Democrat, they're probably leaning more Republican, I would imagine. But it's a very libertarian space. It's kind of the principles behind cryptocurrency, and so naturally a lot of these conspiracy theories that are out there that don't pertain to cryptocurrency. I mean, these kind of challenge the traditional kind of power structure, and kind of one of the biggest ones, at least in the US, is kind of the money supply. So, you know, we have in the United States a private entity that we don't know the owner of, that is in complete control of the financial, the means of transacting with the dollar. And so we're seeing that across the world, the euro, the Chinese yuan, some of the, you're seeing like the petrodollar, which is actually, well, I guess you could look at the petrodollar as still kind of a US thing, but there's other kind of types of currencies, fiat currencies, that are starting to gain in popularity, and the advent of cryptocurrencies is challenging those traditional financial structures. It is going to be something that we as a whole are going to be moving to in the future, and it's important to kind of take a look into some of these, I think. So I think what I'm trying to do is, like, I'm not trying to necessarily present some of these cryptocurrencies as factual or you know, not, or trying to go and debunk some of them. Mainly what I'm trying to do is just bring light to a lot of the things that are currently out there. And there's a lot of a lot of interesting stuff. So this is an article by Hacked, and it kind of goes into the Bilderberg Bitcoin conspiracy. So you guys can kind of take a look into that. This is what I was talking about with the CIA, the NSA, and SHA 256 hash algorithm, and how that is being interpreted. Satoshi Nakamoto or the CIA, perhaps it was somebody that was even working for the CIA entity that maybe took some of the technology that was being researched and developed in the government and took that outside and created Bitcoin. Maybe that's why they wanted to keep their anonymity. Interesting ways of kind of looking at some of these things. I always like looking into this stuff. I always like kind of pondering some of these. And also, I want to bring up my own personal conspiracy theory. So I didn't put this in the description below, but this one actually was kind of upsetting to me. So this is a video that I did 5 days ago. This is a video I did 5 days ago. All right, I'm gonna put this in the description below, and I encourage all of you guys to try to play this video, right? So an error occurred, please try again. I'm gonna refresh the page, but this video, it was one that I did about the government, has been taken down, and I thought that was really interesting. So this was 3 days ago, or I'm sorry, 5 days ago, in red market. So we'd seen traditionally a very red market in the space, and now that video is gone. So like the live stream that I did on that day is no more. So I tried calling Google. There is no like head CEO of Google that I'm aware of, or any kind of like customer service where you can actually get someone on the phone, like a human being on the phone. I tried doing that. Like there's actually a phone number when you Google, and I called it, and like there's no way to get through to a person. It just basically kind of keeps redirecting you. So I did send them an email, and they did reply. So they were able to kind of take my consideration. Thanks for reaching out. I understand that you have concerns with your video. Let me assist you with this. I just want to let you know that we just refreshed the video to fix the issue. You may try to play it in 24 to 48 hours. If this issue still persists, in the meantime, we can't provide a conclusion to this error. We still are making a test if it will fix the issue, but sometimes it's just a temporary glitch or error. Thank you for your patience. Let us know if you have any other concerns. So at least they responded, and it's very possible that it was a glitch. Like, you know, I haven't seen it. Like, I've been live streaming for 2 years, and I haven't had a glitch like that. And it just so happens that the one topic that I'm bringing up is a government-backed funded cryptocurrency that's looking a little bit more in the Department of Homeland Security and protecting the border in terms of data. And so, like, I had to deal with this when I came back into the U.S. I had all of my electronics confiscated from me, and who knows, what was put on those or what was taken from them. All of my devices were imaged, and it was a complete violation, really, of my privacy. But I had no choice. It was that's the way the U.S. operates. So that's it's opening a can of worms, but I thought that was kind of interesting. So I'm going to be doing more updates on Factum. I mean, if you're looking at the market, it's, again, like, people are hurting right now in the market. Everything has just, prices have really collapsed, and there's not a whole lot of people that are able to really explain why so much money has evaporated from the cryptocurrency market lately. And if we look at some of the biggest gainers, oh well, it changed. But last time I looked at this, Factum was number 3. It's dropped. Looks like it's dropped down a little bit. But Factum has been doing pretty well in the market. Let's take a look at just lately. Let's look in the last month. I was kind of bringing this up. It's just really starting to take off. And from a standpoint of kind of looking at where this is coming from, the volume, it's all in Poloniex, right? So Poloniex is funded by Goldman Sachs, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not in Poloniex and have kind of gotten away from it and don't want an account with them. You're having to release a lot of your own personal information just to have an account with that exchange. One of the only reasons I was thinking about getting back into Poloniex is because of MBOT, because MBOT is offering it on Poloniex. The exchange itself, like, if you look into Poloniex, it's Factum is the one that's getting all the volume, really, behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's Factum, it's Ripple, and I think it's just kind of interesting to just take a look at some of these. It is in some other markets, Bittrex. So I think I may want to pick some of this up. I might pick it up in, like, Bittrex or Cryptopia. I like those exchanges a little bit better. Upbit is the Korean one, BitZ is the Japanese one. So I'm gonna just kind of keep an eye on that. But I thought it was kind of interesting that, like, you can't play it. So here, actually, I'm gonna put it in the description below. Let me save this so you guys can take a look. If you guys want to see if you can play this video, I'm going to put it at the very top. Okay, so I just saved that in the description below, so you might want to, I don't know if you, like, refresh or whatever, but you should be able to see that now. But that's my conspiracy, right? They're taking my videos down. So I'm very anti-censorship. I'm very, I don't like people telling me what I can and can't say. Let me check on the chat a little bit. What's going on, Truce? Big fella, Crypto Disco, Crypto God. CIA does need income. They ran drugs out of Colombia, but that shut down. They sold heroin from Afghanistan, but that has slowed down with the troops. Congress won't fund all these things they do. Yeah, great insights. The Yellow Jackets are doing quite well in France, it seems. I've been really following that as well. Oh, they're bringing this guy out. They're taking this guy away. That was the one that was stuck in the river. I was stuck in the river over there, or the drainage. Have you read their YouTube terms of service? We have no rights on YouTube. Yeah, I would like to move to a different platform. Perhaps that's kind of why I was mentioning about a week ago when making some changes to my channel about perhaps, switching to something like Twitch or, the DTube or Steam it. Oh, appreciate that, Mike. It'll buy me, I can live. That'll pay for my meals for the rest of the day here in Vietnam. Appreciate that, thank you. CIA is too stupid to develop that. Trust me, NSA maybe, but a big maybe. Groups don't know the truth, only individuals. CIA, FBI made Bitcoin for sure, otherwise Satoshi's ID would have come out by now. CIA doesn't need income. Yeah, my biggest thing is like politically, I don't want to get too political, but I've always been a big, the only person I've ever voted for was Ron Paul, and it was a write-in vote. Back when the one time I did vote. I think the whole kind of Republican Democrat is very divisive. There's a lot of things in American culture. It's all about dividing and conquering. And so I don't really like playing into that too much. It's, and some of these issues do get really political. There's a lot of stuff that was swirling around. Everything now is, we were talking about fake news, what you can and can't trust. All of these traditional media outlets are coming under attack, and rightfully so, because of some of the things that are being, put on their channel. Like I don't really follow a whole lot of mainstream media anymore, and I'm kind of separated from it being over here in Asia. So it's very refreshing, actually. Ripple becoming the world's reserve currency pretty quickly, it seems. Once the banks come on, game over, man. Game over. Ron Paul will be at Anarchapulco. Oh, man, I want to go to that. I really want to go to that. Like, yeah, I think that would be a great experience. That's an expensive plane ticket. That's like, that's the unfortunate part. And now I'm traveling with 2 people, and I don't think my girlfriend, like, it would be a pain in the ass for her to come. So maybe it would just be me. But it's still like almost a $2,000 plane ticket. So, those are kind of some of the things I just kind of briefly wanted to go over. I thought this was kind of interesting. This was, I put this also in the description below. This is a little bit more comical. So like, 13% of the people believe Obama is the Antichrist. You've got, 14 people believe in Sasquatch or Bigfoot. So a few different things. But what is the number one thing on here? 28% of the people believe that a new world order is conspiring to rule the world. So there's a lot of New World Order, Bilderberg, Illuminati, conspiracies. There's, and some of that stuff also kind of gets into the political realm, right? Because and people like Hillary Clinton were involved with a lot of that stuff. I can't stand Hillary Clinton. I can't stand the Clintons at all. I think a lot of those people are just truly criminals. And I kind of mentioned also my disdain for George H.W. Bush funding, and his involvement with a lot of that stuff that went on, just politics in general. Because I think that's a lot of that stuff kind of comes into it. Because if you want to make change, you almost kind of have to do it at the political level, unless you want to start like some sort of revolt or riot that's going on in France right now. I'm really interested to see how that goes. It seems like it's getting worse and worse, but I've been interested in that. I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna pack up. I'm probably gonna have to get off the stream, but let's go out into this storm. See how this does. I got an umbrella. There was a really interesting thing. I want to see if I can get it on video because of all of the storm water and things that were going on here. There's when I was running on the beach, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's pretty crazy if it's still there. I'm pretty sure it will be. But anything else you guys want to talk about? Let me know. This is where I had breakfast this morning. I just finished up. They got a nice rooftop bar here. But I'm gonna try to take the stairs and hope that I don't lose the stream. All right, I think of the stream should be good now. It's gonna get pretty windy here. Got an umbrella. Hopefully that'll protect my camera. Oh man, my stabilizer's kind of going crazy. But this was the, this is like where all the storm water's coming out. So this is where, this Apocalypse Now bar, this is where I had my live stream yesterday. And like the entire wall is being like washed away. Go over here, go on the beach, get away from this thing. I think I'm gonna do one where I have these like, they have these great little workout spots here. All these little machines and stuff. I was working out on this morning. Kind of see down there. Let's go out to the beach. Yeah, this whole wall like washed away, and like they had one of these tractors that got stuck in there. The lines are all being washed away. Like all of the sand and everything, and all these trees, everything like collapsed. So I had my live stream right over there. Right over there. So, isn't that crazy? Now you've got all of this water, oops. All of this water is coming in. It's being completely washed away. So you got like all of these waves that are coming in here, crashing in. So, and then I thought this is kind of interesting, so I'm gonna come out here to the beach. Oh boy, it's really high tide right now. Let's see if I can find it. I think maybe I gotta go a little bit further down here. Yeah, it's not the same as this morning. So basically what I was gonna show you guys was this morning there was like thousands and thousands of cockroaches all over the beach. All over the beach. And they were all like not moving. Actually, there's a bunch of them here that are all dead. And so they'd all been washed out by the storm drains, and they were all kind of like still trying to move around and stuff. They're all like dazed. They weren't moving. It's kind of the strangest thing I'd ever seen. I'm pretty sure they were cockroaches. I know a cockroach when I see one. It doesn't really look like a whole lot else, but yeah, it's getting a little crazy out here. This guy is still trying to surf, waiting for the waves. All right. Oh, man. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all staying online. Catch you on the next one.